ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ये जो प्रभुपाद प्रणाम मंत्र, व्हाट इज प्रभुपाद प्रणाम मंत्र? श्रीमते नहीं श्रीमते। नेक्स्ट लाइन। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे। It's not Devi, na? Saraswat. So this is the pranam mantra of Srila Prabhupada. Namaste Saraswat. Saraswat means Srila Prabhupada is disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. So therefore we come Namaste Saraswati. Saraswat Deve Gauravani Pacharine. And this particular disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, what is he doing? Gauravani Pacharine. He's preaching the glories of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. And the Western world, Paschat Desh, which was afflicted by the philosophy of Nirvisheshwad, impersonalism, and Shunyavad, voidism. So the entire Western, not even Western, actually either Western or Eastern, everywhere spirituality means, they think that spirituality means Nirvishesh and voidism. Do you know what is Nirvisheshwad? Impersonalism. What is impersonalism? Have you heard this term, impersonalism?
Something means personalized, means thought as a person, like.
The thought as not as a person. God is not a person. So the entire world is after this conception that God is some energy, God is not a person. We were discussing last time. The entire concept, the entire world is under this illusion that God is impersonal. But what Srila Prabhupada is doing? He is attacking on this misconception of people, Nirvishesha and Shunyavadi. Shunyavadi means voidism. Like Buddhist philosophy, their goal is to become void. Shunyavad. Everything has come from Shunya, everything has come from zero, and everything will get into zero. Goal of life is to become zero. That is their philosophy. We came from zero, we'll merge into zero. Everything is finished. Everything is illusion. Everything is illusion. Everything is coming from zero, will go into zero. So that is their philosophy, voidism. So the entire world, in the name of spirituality, either they are following impersonalism or they are following voidism. So, but Srila Prabhupada, what is he doing? He is preaching Gauravani, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message that God is not a person and goal of life is not to become void. So because he is teaching this message in the Western world. Therefore, Paschatya Desha Tarine. He's uplifting the Western world from this misconception. What is the misconception?
God is not a person.
God is not a person. That is a misconception. God is a person, and God is not a person like us. Like last time we were discussing, but God is a person. So that is the basis of Vaishnava philosophy. And when you read Srimad Bhagavatam, so there are two types of books. One is like there is Bhagavad Gita, and another book is Srimad Bhagavatam. What's the difference? So Bhagavad Gita is the message of Godhead. Krishna is speaking about himself. Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad means God. Gita means song. So Bhagavad Gita means song of God. So God himself is telling about himself. That is called Bhagavad Gita. So God himself is telling about himself. This is Bhagavad Gita. And when devotees of the Lord is telling about Lord, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. So both books are equally important. In fact, Srimad Bhagavatam is sometimes more important. Can you tell why? So for example, I want to know something about Mukesh Ambani, say for example. I want to know something about him. So what are the ways I can know about him?
By asking the near people.
Yeah. So by the best way is to either he should tell me something about himself, or either I can get information by knowing
The person who is close to him.
If I can ask a person who is close to him, so he can give me better insights about his personality. So these are the two ways. Is there any third way? There are third ways. You can read something about him from newspaper, you can Google out something, but these are very indirect methods. Or you can meditate upon him, sit somewhere in a cave and meditate upon Mukesh Ambani, so you'll get some knowledge about him. Or you can speculate about him, something. But all these things are not perfect. The perfect way to know about him is either you ask him or you ask his near and dear ones. Similarly, when we don't want to know about God, so our theology is very clear, because Bhagavad Gita means God is telling about himself, direct. God is telling about himself. And Srimad Bhagavatam means the near and dear ones of Lord is telling about him. Like Srimad Bhagavatam is full of varieties of prayers. We have prayers by Bramha. So Brahma is a very close devotee of Lord. So Brahma is telling about the Lord. We have prayers by Indra. Indra is also a devotee of the Lord. So Indra is telling about Lord. We have prayers by Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is very close to Lord. So he is telling about him. In the first canto, there are prayers by Bhishma. So Bhishma was very close to the Lord. There are prayers by Kunti. Kunti is very close to the Lord. There are prayers by Prahlad. Prahlad is very close to the Lord. There are prayers by Dhruva. So Dhruva is very close to the Lord. So because these devotees are very close to the Lord, so when they are saying something about Lord, it is more perfect. And we can get better insights about the personality of the Lord. So whole world is under the biggest misconception that either spirituality means something impersonal, God is just a light, God is just some energy. So that is their misconception. And another misconception is everything is coming from void, everything will go into void, finished. Goal of life is to become zero. How nonsense philosophy it is. Goal of life is to become zero. So, so last time we discussed few points, that existence of God is a fact. Then we discussed that God is not just energy, God is a person. And God is not a person like us. His personality he has a personality, but it's not limited like ours. Now today I'll give you little better insights. And I have never discussed existence of God is a fact because it is common sense. Is there any need to discuss God होते हैं? ये तो common sense है ना. Where there is creation, there must be a creator. Is this creation coming out of Big Bang? एक बड़ा धमाका, there was a bang, बहुत बड़ा धमाका हुआ, and everything came into existence. Is it possible? Is it logical? Does it seems logical? Unfortunately, science claims like this, they speculate like this, but let's have a common sense issue. Like for example, what do you like to eat?
Rice.
You like to eat rice with
Dal.
with vegetables. So there are two ways. One way is there are cooks in a kitchen. Somebody is bringing rice, somebody is bringing dal, somebody is bringing vegetable. So that cook is using his intelligence, permutation and combination of different ingredients. He is preparing dal, rice, sabji. This is one way. Another way is there was a big explosion in kitchen. There was rice, dal, vegetables, but then again there was a big explosion, and immediately rice, dal, sabji is coming out. Which one is more logical?
First one.
Which one is more scientific? But scientists are getting Nobel Prize for the second one. Scientists are getting Nobel Prize for the second philosophy. There was big explosion, everything came into existence. The other day I was near IIT Bhubaneswar, so one professor came and he was standing with me. He was from Tamil Nadu. So he said that, he was telling me, he said that, whatever research we are doing, it's complete nonsense. He was telling me, government is spending millions of rupees on research, complete nonsense. Their all understanding is bogus. And he said that, but why I am doing? Because I need to earn, I need to run my family. So that's the only thing that in the name of science, I am simply running my family. That's all. But whatever research and conclusion we are bringing up, it's all complete nonsense. That was his comment. The other day I was with one of a professor in Institute of Physics, long back. He said that, so I have done double PhD from Germany and France and this and that. But I don't get taste in all of this. I like to play mridanga. The point is, in the name of scientific theories, are we not giving nonsense, bogus understanding that creation is coming from explosion? Now give me one practical example, any single practical example that explosion is causing some construction, not destruction. It's one example. We have the example that explosion means destruction, but do we have any single example explosion means construction? You have bricks, you have stones, you have cement, you have sand, you have iron, and then there was a big explosion and building came. Is it logical? It's never logical. It cannot be logical. But the better understanding, there is a person who is directing, who is giving his intelligence, giving his energy, giving his time, and manifesting the things. So this is logical. So any painting without a painter, any design without a designer. So we need to understand these are common things. With common sense we can understand that the existence of God is a fact. We do not have to become too intelligent to understand it. Where is the proof? Where is the proof? Prove karo. People want to ask, like people ask, if somebody will ask you, prove there is a soul, what you will sell?
I will cut your neck, then if you will not, I will cut your neck. If you will not do any activity, then by that we can prove that soul is there.
Yes, you cut his neck, and no activity. That means something passed away. So there are certain things you cannot see with your eyes, but by action and reaction, by cause and effect, you can understand. Common sense. These things are very common. This fan is working. Because something is flowing in that wire. You may not see what is flowing, you touch and you will feel. You can feel it. So there is a living body, is a dead body. What's the difference? Now you may say the brain is dead, lungs are not working, digestion system is not working, no metabolism, this and that. But why it's not working?
The main source is not there.
Because the main source, the power source, that current is not flowing. So these points, existence of God, existence of soul, it does not require a PhD thesis. It's a very common sense affair. Unfortunately, when we go to different scientific institutes like IITs and NITs, and when we preach there, we have to preach these things. One whole 2-hour session, he is lamenting of, kya karna padta hai? He is lamenting. He is lamenting. One entire 2-hour session to prove God होते हैं. Another entire session to prove soul होती है. Is it not waste of time to proving these things? But anyway, so these are very common sense affair. So, so the logical understanding is that there is a person behind the end. See, for example, I'll give you computer programming. Computer programming requires intelligence or not? The big programs, and if you make even a small mistake, then there are errors. So computer programming requires intelligence. Is the DNA not a program? And millions of base pairs coming together, adenosine, cytosine, thymine, guanine, then there are different bonds and base pair, big, the entire DNA, small section of the DNA, different genes, and then gene is translating into RNA, transcribing into RNA, the RNA is translating into protein, and protein has different expressions. Some eyes are blue in color, some eyes are black in color, some eyes are brown in color. So much differences. So where is the root? The program is there. The DNA is the entire program, big strands. So in order to write a small computer program, C, C++, you require intelligence, and millions of base pairs are coming together. No intelligence is required. It is coming by chance. Just see. Is it not a nonsense theory? Chance theory. They call it chance theory. That everything came into existence by chance. Human beings came by chance. Evolution by chance. They're existing by chance. And this rascal scientist got Nobel Prize by chance. For Nobel Prize, they say, I have done my research. It's my right. No, it was by chance. You got it. So existence of God is a fact. Existence of soul is a fact. But yeah, we need to understand in a better. Our philosophy does not finish that God exists. Our philosophy is to understand the personal nature of the Lord. Okay. So this point I'll cover today. So there are 3 aspects of existence of God. Vadanti tat tattvavidam yad jnanam advayam brahmeti parmatmeti bhagavan iti shabdate. These 3 words, you can note down the words Brahma, Parmatma and Bhagavan. Brahmeti Parmatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdate. So Brahma, Parmatma and Bhagavan. Have you heard these terms before? Very common terms. In India, everyone have heard. Have you heard this term Brahma, Parmatma and Bhagavan? What is the difference? Is it all same or is it different? Same? Yeah, it's same. At the same time, there are levels of closeness. What is Brahma, what is Parmatma and what is Bhagavan? Try to understand. So for example, I'll give you 2 analogies to make this understand. Say there are a group of villagers, they have never seen trains. Like for example, in Nepal they don't have trains. Okay, so they come to India to see train.
Nepal.
Nepal do not have train. Nepal, there are hilly areas, and so they. I don't know particularly what is the situation now, but when I was there, I went there. No, there are no trains. Still till date there are no trains. Anyway, so Nepali people, Nepali villagers, so they bring their children because you can cross border without any passport anytime. So Nepali people bring their children to India just to show them how train looks like. Like for example, if there is a country, it's a deadlock country, there is no ocean. So they have not seen ocean, they don't have any conception of ocean. When people from Madhya Pradesh come to Odisha just to see ocean, oh my god, ocean. Oh. Similarly, when people from Odisha go to Himalayas look like this, oh, ice. Similarly, Nepali people come to India just to see train. They bring their children, then say, oh, train, oh. So they go to railway station, either in Bihar or UP, Gorakhpur and those areas. Not Tanwa. So they come and they just they come to see trains, how train look like. So for example, there's a group of villagers, they have never seen train, and it was declared that first train will come to this place today. They were waiting. Train is coming. When will come? When it will come? So then it was, by the time it became dark in the evening, night time. So train was coming. So everybody saw that some light is coming. So some of them become so excited that they saw that light is coming, and they saw it and they ran away in the village. Oh, train is coming. So people asked them, how train looks like? So that train is just like light. Train is just like light. But some people were little more patient. They were still standing there, and they thought that let us wait a little more. And when train comes closer, they saw that there is one big engine with some bogies attached. So they ran away, and they thought, train is like, it's a big engine are there, bogies are there. But then there are still more few people. They were still more patient, still waiting. When they saw the train came nearby, train stopped. They saw that within the train, within the bogie, there are different people. There are sitting arrangements. There are bathrooms. There are pantries, etc. So now these three people have a almost different understanding of train. Which one is correct? Which one is false? All three are correct. But then there is a level of partial truth and complete truth. Truth is there. The first person who saw the train is just like light. So that was his first impression, because yes, train has light, this is no false. That is not false. But his understanding is not complete. Second person's understanding is also true, but not complete. But the third person's understanding is complete. Another analogy I'll give. Have you seen mountain from distance? How it looks like? Beautiful, but what color? Green color. So from distance, mountain looks like green color. When you go closer, what you will find? There are trees, there are houses, there are roads. Even more closer you will go. See, there are animals, there are birds, there are people. So three understanding. One was from far away, mountain was just lush green, that's all, plain. But is it plain?
No.
When you go closer, you will find there are trees, there are animals, there are birds, there are varietedness, varieties. So the person who is seeing mountain from far, and person who is close, and person who is on the mountain, their realizations will be different. All three of them are correct, but their level of understanding differs. Last analogy I'll put. Say for example, they are cooking chili paneer in our kitchen. So smell is coming. You're feeling very hungry. And smell of aroma of chili paneer is coming. How will you feel? How will you feel? Good?
Good.
Yeah. So your realization of chili paneer is true or false? True. Because smell is coming. But will you be just satisfied by smelling it? This was phase 1. Phase 2 is you went into the kitchen, smell of chili paneer is coming, and you can see chili paneer with your eyes. So this realization is little better. Why? Because you are smelling it at the same time you are seeing it. But is it going to satisfy you simply by seeing chili paneer? Then the third thing comes.
Taste.
So now your realization is complete. You have aroma, taste, aroma, vision and taste. So these 3 realization, 3 of them are correct. It's true. It's the realization of chili paneer. But still, first one and second one were partial realization. And third one was complete realization with complete satisfaction. Is this analogy very clear? So similarly, when we want to understand Brahma, Parmatma and Bhagavan, this analogy, 3 analogy helps. And third one is the best analogy, I guess. So Brahma is also the realization of absolute truth. Brahma is also the realization of God. Parmatma is also the realization of God. And Bhagavan is also the realization of God. But 3 of them are not on same equal platform. Brahma realization and Parmatma realization are the partial realization of the absolute truth. And the Bhagavan realization is the complete realization of absolute truth. What is Brahma? Brahma means God is spread everywhere, like we discussed. He is omnipresent. He is omnipresent through his energies. So everything is existing. This entire cosmos is existing. We are existing. Everything is existing. Where? Where we are existing?
Universe.
Where universe is existing? Everything is existing in Brahma, Lord's energy. Because there is God, there is existence. Because there is God, there is existence. No God, no existence. So everything is existing. Where it is existing? Matta partara na anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvedam proktam sutre manigavaiva. I have this kanthi mala. So these are the one individual units. So these individual units are resting where? In the thread. Mai sarvedam proktam sutre manigavaiva. सूत्रे मणि गवाईवा. एक सूत्र में, एक धागे में जैसे मणि लगे होते हैं तो मणि दिखते हैं. So these individual units are visible, but the thread which is holding these individual units is not visible, but it is the place where these individual units are resting. Similarly, the entire cosmos is resting on what? On Brahma. In Brahma. It's not Brahma, it's Brahma. There's not Brahma, it's Brahma. Everything is resting on Brahma. Everything is resting on God, but impersonal. You cannot see it. Just like you cannot see the thread. So people have this realization that God is everywhere. So this realization is correct or false? Correct. Brahma is everywhere. Everything is situated in Brahma. So this realization is correct. But is it the complete realization of the absolute truth? No. Another example they give. Just like but ghee. So in milk, ghee is present? Yes or no? Yes. In milk, ghee is present or not? Yes. So just like ghee is spread in the milk, it's there, it's homogeneous, it's there. But you cannot have direct realization of ghee. To get direct realization of ghee, you need to have certain processes. Similarly, God is everywhere, Brahma is everywhere, everything is situated in God, in Brahma. And you may have this understanding that Brahma is everywhere, that's fine. But this is the partial realization of the absolute truth. Just like the smell of chili paneer. It's true that Brahma is everywhere, everything is in Brahma. But that is not the complete understanding of Godhead. Second realization is the Parmatma realization. That God is situated in everyone's heart. People say like this, मंदिर जाने की क्या जरूरत है? Why you need to go to temple? यहाँ है, यहाँ बैठे हैं. That's true, यहाँ बैठे हैं. There is no false. God is everywhere, even in atom and molecule. Andanu antarastha paramanu chantarastham. God is situated in everyone's heart. God is situated in each and every molecule in his Paramatma feature. Param Atma. Atma के भी जो आत्मा है. Just like in body there is soul, within the soul there is God. Paramatma. That's also true realization. People say ध्यान करो उनका. That is also true. But still the realization is incomplete. It's partial. So Brahma realization is true, but the partial understanding of Lord. Parmatma realization is true, but the partial understanding of the Lord. And then there is a personal feature of the Lord, that is Bhagavan. Bhagavan means he is a person. Although this person is widespread everywhere, everything is in him. Although this person is actually present in each and every molecule and atom, is in everyone's heart, but still, like a person, like two friends sitting together, talking together, eating together, dancing together, you can have that sort of relationship with God in his personal form. That is called Bhagavan feature. So Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan.
Paramatma is a whole set and Atma is a part of Paramatma.
Yes.
Is it that?
Paramatma is Paramatma is Paramatma,
Atma is
and Atma is the part and parcel of Paramatma. Or other words, within the Atma, Atma के अंदर भी जो आत्मा है, आत्मा के अंदर कुछ नहीं होता. I am just saying, with the soul's existence is because of the existence of the Lord. Soul's closed one is Paramatma. So both the things are. So Paramatma is the entire Lord, of which the soul is little part and parcel. That is also called Paramatma. Same thing, no difference.
Some more features about Paramatma.
About Paramatma, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ishvara sarvabhutanam hridaya arjun tishtati. Within the heart of everyone, Lord is existing. So in which feature is he existing? In everyone's heart, Lord is there. In which feature? Paramatma feature. Sarvasvachaham hridi sannibishto matta smritirgyanam apohanam cha. Sarvasvachaham hridi sannibishto. I am sitting in everyone's heart. From me comes smriti jnanam apohanam. Remembrance, knowledge and forgetfulness. So God is sitting in everyone's heart, and from him comes knowledge, remembrance and forgetfulness. Remembrance means what? So you have studied, you went to exam. It will come out or not? It is not in your hand, it is in his hand. Matta smritir. Smriti. Apohanam. Forgetfulness is also coming from him. Bhula dena. You'll ask why? Why God why God make us things forget? Why? Say, I'll give 1-2 examples. कभी गाड़ी के साइलेंसर से पैर जला है? कभी सीढ़ियों से नीचे गिरे हो? कभी करंट के झटके खाए हैं? याद करो वो मोमेंट. Just remember the moment you were falling from the staircase. Just remember, शॉक लगा था. याद आ रहा है? याद करके कैसा लगता है? Simply by remember those moments.
Painful. Painful.
जैसे मान लीजिए केशव प्रो की गर्लफ्रेंड उनको बीच बाजार में चाटा मार दिया, क्या होगा?
बेइज्जती.
अब आप वो बेइज्जती को याद करते रहो, कैसा लगेगा?
और बेइज्जती लगेगी.
और बेइज्जती लगेगा ना. So there are instances in our life, there are incidences in our life. If we'll remember them, our life will become difficult. Is it not? So therefore, God help us to forget all those things.
In case of studies,
No, no, not like that. Particularly here, forgetfulness means God help us to forget, God help us to, say for example, when you're sleeping at night, if you'll not forget the entire day's stuff, you cannot sleep peacefully. So there has to be forgetfulness. There has to be remembrance, there has to be knowledge at the same time, there has to be forgetfulness. So these buttons are controlled by Parmatma. I'll give you many examples of remembrance. So for example, there are birds coming from Arctic region, Antarctic region, they're coming to Chilika in particular season, winters. Who is guiding them? Who is guiding them?
Earth magnetism, wind.
Earth magnetism and wind. So this is our scientific understanding, earth magnetism, wind. But this is not very logical answer. Krishna from within their heart telling now winter season, you go to Chilika, there will be more peaceful. What happens in magnetism? Wind flow. So wind होने लगी तो अपने आप उड़ के आ गए. Someone from there guiding. अच्छा, you put one small sugar particle. Somewhere ant will understand, it will come here. Earth magnetism, wind, smell are the olfactory indicators of the ant so active that ant from
It is 100 times more than humans, so that they can smell it.
this is scientific understanding, but actual understanding is from anywhere ant can come. Who is guiding that ant? Who has made this? If say for example, if a cockroach dies somewhere, you will never get to know. But this whole entire army of ants will come and eat and decompose it. So who is guiding these ants? Now you come and decompose it. This system, this nature is being designed with the Lord. And each and every living entity is being instructed by the Lord from within. Each and every living, it's not just the sense organs working. It's the nature working and Lord from their heart actually getting things done. Just see how Lord has, I'll give few other examples, practical example how Lord within the heart acts. Have you been to any crematorium? Shamshan.
Yes.
I saw once in Ujjain, near one Shamshan there was a line, there was one advertisement. बोले लावारिस लाशों को जलाने के लिए संपर्क करें. लावारिस लाशों को जलाने के लिए संपर्क करें. Now there must be some person, a group of person or a single person, whatever, and he is volunteering this सेवा, लावारिस लाशों को जलाने की सेवा. अभी हम लोग नहीं सोच पाएंगे कि इस तरह का काम करने के लिए भी लोग हैं. Who is giving inspiration from him, from within, to that person? You do this seva. It's not they are doing for money. If आपको भी 1000 रुपए लाख रुपए देंगे तब करोगे काम. लाखों रुपए भी देंगे आप ये काम करोगे? मैं तो नहीं कर पाऊंगा. तो they are not doing it for money. और money कितना 500,000 रुपए मिलता होगा. But someone from within has inspired them to take this seva. Because this is also important. दुनिया चलाने के लिए भी करना पड़ता है. So who is inspiring? Lord is inspiring. So from within the heart, Lord inspire. Another analogy I'll say. You went to market to buy something for yourself, and you gave him 2000 rupees note, and the product was costing 1700. So he gave you 400 rupees back. What your mind will say?
Return 100.
Mind will say, take 100. Intelligence will ask questions. If I will take, what will happen? Is it good? Is it bad? Intelligence asks this question, discriminate. So mind will say, take. Intelligence will say, whether should I take or should I not? It will discriminate. And what Parmatma from within the heart will say? Don't take. Be honest. Be with the principles. So this is the analogy we can understand how mind is working, how intelligence is working, and how Parmatma from within the heart is working. Parmatma will never say, take. He'll say, return. Okay. Now, if Parmatma is shouting within your heart, don't take, and you took away, what will happen? Now you will be facing the karmic reaction. Now Parmatma has said, okay, I tried to stop you. As next time the scenario appears, same scenario, then also Parmatma will tell you, but the intensity, the volume will be little low. First time he will do that, don't take. Second time, don't take. But second time also you took. Third time the scenario appears, he said, don't take. That means what's happening? Intensity of Parmatma's voice is decreasing now. Why? Because you're not hearing. And lastly, he'll stop telling. First time when you'll do that, you'll have more guilt. Whole day, whole week you'll have guilt. I have done something wrong. Second time if you'll do that, the intensity of guilt will decrease. Third time, even more decrease. Fourth time, no guilt. Now you'll become a professional thief. Is it not how people are becoming professional thief, professional murderers? How they are becoming? First time when they must have done a murder, from Lord within the heart must have told them, it's not good, it's not bad, it's not, you must surrender, you must not become thief, you must not become a cheater. If you will say lie for the first time, or if you will see some bad movies in your mobile phone for the first time, then you will get more guilt. Gradually, if you continue doing that, the guilt, the voice of Parmatma from within the heart will decrease, and one day Parmatma will stop speaking. सुनता ही नहीं, क्यों बोलूं उसको मैं? So the guilt is the voice of Parmatma from within the heart. So if we can hear the voice of Parmatma, then we can secure ourselves. We can secure our character and principles. If we'll stop hearing him, then he'll start guiding us. Like if say for example, you have a mentor and you keep on listening to that mentor, you ask the mentor, you take guidance from him and you follow the instructions, the mentor also shows interest in you. And when you'll stop hearing him, stop asking him, or even if you are asking, you are not following what he is saying, then gradually mentor will stop giving his lessons. Similarly the Lord, he is sitting in our heart, he is giving us guidance, but if we will not listen to him, if we will act independently, whimsically, he will say, ये तो सुनता ही नहीं मेरी, क्यों बोलूँ मैं इसको, छोड़ना बंद कर देंगे. अच्छा, करना बंद कर देंगे तो एक होता है, he can act in other way also. God means he gives you intelligence. एक चोर को चोरी करने के लिए भी इंटेलिजेंस चाहिए होता है. देखा है धूम? For a thief to become a thief, for a thief to steal, it also requires intelligence. Cyber crimes require intelligence. Murder requires intelligence. Rape requires intelligence. Everything, even crime requires intelligence. Who is giving them intelligence? Parmatma. Because first Parmatma must have said, don't do. They never listen. So Parmatma says, okay. Updrashta Anumanta Bharta Bhokta Maheshwar. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says. First Updrashta, he is the Updrashta. He is witnessing what you are doing. Anumanta is sanctioning, okay, go, do, whatever you want to do, okay. For example, if there is a child and he is fighting with his father for sweets, I want my candies, I want my chocolate. Father says, no, no, no. Oh, no, I want, I'm jiddi hai. He is very obstinate. Then what father will do? He will reluctantly give. So this is how we are fighting with Parmatma. No, 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 I want. Oh, I do. So reluctantly, so we will do. Sanction. So it's not actually God is sanctioning from His own will. We are obstinate. We are jiddi. Therefore, you can do whatever you. But you do. Risk is yours. The karmic reaction you will have to face. Father will say, okay, you want to eat chocolate? Eat chocolate. But you have your, dental problems. I am not responsible. You are responsible. So first he'll try to stop you. But then, if you will not listen, you will remain obstinate. You will remain jiddi. Then what he will say? He will reluctantly approve. So Parmatma, according to Bhagavad Gita, he sanctions. Whatever you are doing, he sanctions. But sometimes he sanctions reluctantly. So this is how Parmatma acts. But still within this Parmatma feature, you cannot have a personal reciprocation. It's there within your heart. You can have some kind of understanding, realization. But the third feature, as we have discussed, Bhagavan feature. Bhagavan means the person with attributes, with qualities. He has a beauty, he has wealth, he has fame. So he has his personality with whom you can, develop loving relationship. So Lord is appearing in these three features. What are the three features? Brahma, Parmatma and Bhagavan. Vedas talk mostly about Brahma and Parmatma. Basically Vedas talk mostly about Brahma. The Yoga Shastras talk mostly about Parmatma. By Dhyan you can have the realization of Parmatma. But the Bhagavan feature is the confidential part of the Vedas, very secret. Not everyone can understand. Therefore, the most of the spiritualists, they are either on the Brahma realization or the Parmatma realization, but hardly any one of them have the Bhagavan realization. So this is reserved for the devotees. So when we chant the holy name, when we listen about the personal pastimes of the Lord, so we develop relationship with this person, Krishna, God, Bhagavan. And when you have tasted the chili paneer, so aroma and view, both are completed or not? Yes. Similarly, when you have realization of Bhagavan feature, the understanding of Brahma and Parmatma is already within that. It is already within that. The examples of that Parmatma I gave, that the analogies I gave in the perspective that Parmatma is also a person with whom we can have reciprocation. But still you cannot have as intimate relationship as you can have with Bhagavan. Although they are one, Brahma, Parmatma is one, it's not different. But the chili paneer aroma, chili paneer view, and chili paneer taste, all chili paneer, pertaining to chili paneer. But then there are levels of realization. So I'll stop today. Anything specific, anything from this you wanna clarify or ask? Brahmeti, Parmatmeti, Bhagavaniti Shabdati. So what is Brahma? God is everywhere. That's right, it's a Brahma feature. Another example of Brahma is, can you see this light? So God, Krishna, and from his body, a light is emanating. That is called Brahma Jyoti. So what is Brahma Jyoti? What is Brahma Jyoti? Jyoti means light. From this, where this light is coming? From Krishna. Krishna's transcendental body, light is emanating. So this light is called Brahma Jyoti. From Krishna's transcendental body, the light is emanating, and this light is called Brahma Jyoti. This light is the source of light for sun and moon. This light, within this light, everything is existing. Within this light, within this Brahma, there is existence. Sat, there is existence of everything. Everything is form of God. Everything, the matter and the spirit, it's all coming from God. It's all energy of God. Either matter or spirit, it's all God. It's all energy of the God. By me saying that everything is God does not mean that, see, this table is made up of matter. Matter is also the energy of God. And the spirit within our hearts, soul, that is also energy of God. The entire cosmos is energy of God. But although everything is energy of God, but you cannot have the same reciprocation with table, chair, because this is also matter, this is also energy of God. But you cannot expect same reciprocation as you can expect with the Lord in His personal feature. So this is all energy of God. Everything is existing energy of God. Little kind of word, you need to understand. Energy of the Lord is energy is same as energetic. There is no difference. But still, energetic is energetic. There is no difference between energy and energetic. But at the same time, you cannot have. Can you have relationship with matter? You have to have relationship with God. So although everything is energy of God, but still you are finding God. Or another example, are you looking for energy of God or are you looking for God? What we should look for?
God.
We should look for God or we should look for energy of God? Any example you can give? Duryodhana went to Krishna and Arjuna went to Krishna. And Duryodhana asked for energy of Lord. And Arjuna asked for Lord. And who became victorious?
Arjuna.
So what we should ask for?
God.
We should, because when you have God, energy will also automatically come. Or you will simply ask for energy, go and finished. So intelligent people ask for God. Foolish people ask for energy of the Lord. So although energy and energetic have no difference, but still we should ask for what? Although aroma and view have no difference, but still we should ask for chili paneer proper for tasting. Then you will have perfect realization, perfect understanding, perfect satisfaction. Understanding and realization you can have by aroma also. Some realization, some understanding. By with seeing also. But perfect realization at the same time, perfect satisfaction will come from tasting it. So by Brahma realization, for Parmatma realization also, you can have some understanding of the absolute truth. But the perfect understanding will come from Bhagavan realization. By developing proper loving reciprocation with the Bhagavan feature, with Krishna person. And this reciprocation begins from the practice of devotional service. Hearing about Krishna, chanting about Krishna, reading about Krishna, associating with devotees of Krishna, offering obeisance to Krishna, eating Krishna prasadam, offering our studies to Him, thinking Him as our friend. So this is how these are the different ways by we can develop our appreciation for this personal feature of the Lord. Yogis and Gyanis, they do not have this conception of personal feature. They think this personal feature is a matter, it's material. Just like other human beings, Krishna is also human being. It's not like that. So when we associate with devotees of the Lord and practice devotional service in their guidance, then our realization for this personal feature, realization and appreciation for the personal feature increases. Then every time you can think about Him, you can any problem, oh Krishna, please see, I'm stuck up in this problem, kindly help. So you can have that sort of relationship. So we are hankering for that relationship. Everybody is hankering for relationship. People are morose in this world because they do not have proper loving, caring relationships. Because they are expecting the relationship from materialistic people. And materialistic people cannot satisfy you. They themselves are not satisfied. 1 0 is coming with another 0 thinking will become 100. No, you have to bring with that 1 also. So we need to have a love triangle. So Amiya should be there, Amiya's girlfriend should be there, at the same time Krishna should be there. So we have this love triangle. So in all the relationships there must be, within husband wife there must be Krishna, with friends there must be Krishna in center. So everywhere you can put Krishna. There has to be a triangle always. Because people in this world are dissatisfied because they are expecting perfect relationship from imperfect person. भाई मैं एक भिखारी हूँ, मैं दूसरे भिखारी के पास जाऊंगा और हम अपने देखेंगे हम करोड़पति बन जाएंगे. So I am going to this person, I am expecting perfect reciprocation, but I am incomplete, he is incomplete, we both are incomplete. So how we can expect that we both are incomplete and will become complete by two incomplete people coming together and they'll become complete? No. They'll only become complete when they'll associate with the complete whole, and he is Krishna. So until unless that perfect reciprocation from Krishna is not there, people can never be satisfied. And the cause of their dissatisfaction is they are trying to find perfection and completeness from incomplete people. So that is the challenge. And therefore, when we will have this Bhagavan realization, when we have personal relationship with Bhagavan, then we can expect perfectness in our life, completeness. And therefore, you see, those who have this feature, they feel themselves complete. Now they don't need anything else. They're complete. So why they're complete? Because they have the complete thing. Anyway, these are the higher aspects of philosophy. I was about to talk basics, but anyway, so this is the conclusion of today's session. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.